Hey, it's Maximo and welcome to Maximo's Travels. It's day 2 in Hobart and we go to the Cascade Brewery, Australia's oldest brewery. It was closed, so we took a walk down the Hobart Rivulet. We walked 4 kilometres down a very tranquil and scenic path until we got to Hobart's central business district. We did a bit of window shopping and strolled through the malls and then decided to go to the Lark Distillery to have a whisky tasting. We stroll along the Hobart waterfront and check out the colossal Virgin megaship. And we finish off the day at UnPhogetable Vietnamese restaurant. Join me. It's our second full day in Hobart. Boxing Day. Not that many things are open. We decide to go to the Cascade Brewery. We catch a bus for the 15-minute ride to the brewery. It's located on the top of a hill, so the bus ride saved our legs. The brewery is located around about 4 kilometres from our hotel. The Cascade Brewery is Australia's oldest continuously running brewery in Australia. It was established in 1824 and it's established right beside a little stream with really pure waters that are running off from the nearby hills. The stream is the source of the pure taste of this fabulous beer. Hey, it's Maximo. I'm standing outside of Hobart's Cascade Brewery. Unfortunately, it's a public holiday today, Boxing Day, and there are no tours of the brewery. And we're here at about 11:15 in the morning, and there's a bar, but that doesn't open until 12. So quite unfortunate that we came all this way up the hill with Mount Wellington in the background, but there is no beer to be tasted. Oh well, we'll walk back to the city and do a bit of shopping. There might even be a whisky tour that we can avail ourselves to. That was somewhat disappointing, especially the fact that we checked the internet the day before as to whether the brewery was open or not. Oh well, we decided to make the 4-kilometre walk down towards the CBD. We walked down Rivulet Park alongside the Hobart Rivulet or small river, the source of the Cascade Brewery. The walk took around 45 minutes to travel the 4 kilometres. It was all downhill, very well maintained path, very well marked. Not really many stairs to speak of. There was a few stairs, but I think it would suit most people of average fitness. Certainly helps going downhill rather than uphill. It didn't take us long to get to the central business district. It was Boxing Day and there was full of people there for the Boxing Day sales. There was a very big contrast between the day before Christmas Day when the city was empty and the hustle and bustle of the city on the Boxing Day. We wandered around the city, did some window shopping and got a bite to eat at a local cafe. We continued walking to the city until we got to the Elizabeth Street Mall. And from there we walked to the Lark Distillery tasting room. This is located quite close to the waterfront. The Lark Distillery is one of the oldest and best distilleries in Australia. It was founded in 1992. This is the cellar door where they do whisky tastings. The actual distillery is at Pontville, which is about 30 kilometres north of Hobart. The distillery has tours available if you wish to go to those as well. So it wasn't too busy. We got a seat quite easily, settled down and made my whisky selection. I chose a Foundations whisky paddle which cost $37 for 3 15ml pours, Jo didn't really fancy a whiskey, so she opted for an apple cider instead. I'll put the names of the whiskies that I tried on the screen now for you. So here we are at the Lark Distillery tasting room. I've just ordered a paddle of 3 Lark whiskies. Lark whiskies are made in Tasmania, one of the first distilleries in Australia to make whiskies. I shall try the first one. This is a Classic Cask, 43% alcohol by volume, and this is one of their original ones that they made about 30 years ago. Very nice aromas.
I want to get some nice jam.
Nice, mellow. Quite nice. I got more alcohol the second taste. It's quite nice. The next one is a Rebellion. This is 44% alcohol by volume. It's got a sweeter aroma. Much sweeter, fruitier.
Yeah.
That's smoother, rounder, richer, fruitier. That's a very nice whiskey, Rebellion. Very nice. And the last one is the Tasmanian Peated, that is 46% alcohol by volume. That has a similar aroma to the Rebellion, with maybe a hint of smoke, a hint of peatiness. And that's quite nice. That's nicely balanced. It's quite smooth on the palate initially. Then I get sort of honey flavors, and then the burn of the alcohol is the aftertaste. Quite a complex whiskey. I'm really enjoying my whiskey paddle. Cheers. So this is the Lark Distillery tasting wheel. They have 3 different criteria: appearance, aroma, and taste. If I turn it round, my goodness, that is slightly complex, isn't it? I thoroughly enjoyed my whiskey tasting. The apple cider that Jo had was quite nice too, by all accounts. I finished up, paid. It was rather expensive, but alcohol is an expensive thing in Australia. And I did resist the temptation to buy something at the cellar door, given that I had a couple of bottles of Lark in my bar at home. So we headed outside and checked out Mawson's hut. Mawson was a very famous Antarctic explorer. In the distance, we could see a huge white and red shape, which was a Virgin cruise ship making its first trip to Australia. We decided to explore it. We walked along Constitution Dock, which is all set up to receive the line honour winners for the Sydney to Hobart race the next day. The closer we got to the cruise ship, the bigger it seemed. After that, we went to the hotel for a bit of a rest.
Later that same evening,
We ventured out for dinner to a place called UnPhogetable, and I must say the food was rather forgettable. It was okay, but nothing special. It was a little bit disappointing because the reviews online appear to be better than what we actually had on the night. I had some nice tasting but overcooked chicken sautés, and I had a pork dish for main meal. Joe had a vegetarian rice dish of some sort. The whole meal was just over $30. Whilst it's cheap, I can't really recommend it on quality grounds. I do hope you've liked this video. If so, please hit that like and subscribe buttons, and hit that notify bell so you'll be notified of all my future videos. If you'd like to support my channel, please consider buying me a coffee. And until our next video from Tasmania, you take care and bye now.